Hello and welcome everyone. In this video we will see what is a sure sign that a movie will suck. Welcome to the question answer channel. I thank Brienne Fults, Alex Robinson, Bill Hanrahan and Loic Cardenas for their answers to this question. We will start with the first of Brienne Fults.
There's children and they are all standing dramatically. I'm a sucker for superhero movies, so when I saw We Could Be Heroes, I wanted to watch it. Last night I finally did, and let's just say I was freaking disappointed. What truly sold me on watching it though, was the nostalgia it provided. Yeah, Sharkboy and Lavagirl are back, only Taylor Lautner was clearly smart enough not to do a sequel. Oh, and the two got married and had the weirdest kid named Guppy. Yes, Guppy, but because her mommy is Lavagirl and her daddy is Sharkboy, she can control water and has shark strength. Honestly, she was one of my least favorites. Missy, top row, next to the singing chick, is the leader, yet has no powers. Cool and all, but she's freaking stereotypical. Wheels, the kid with the guy in electric blue, has pretty much no power and is in a wheelchair. Not hating that part, only the fact that his dad is the most powerful of all them, and the kid's leg muscles are too strong to hold him up, yet he never uses that to his advantage. They didn't even try and let you guess to see who's the most powerful. Wildcard kid right beside Lavagirl and her offspring, has every power imaginable. Only, of course, he can't control his energy and focus on just one thing at a time. He's alright, but not my favorite. My favorite? That singing chick on the top in the right corner. Her name is Acapella, genius, right? And she, in my opinion, is this movie's spin-off of Vanya Hargreeves. If she sings low enough, she can move things, which is basically using sound waves. We love you, Elliot. Also, in the MCU, what do Wanda, Thor, and Carol, the three most powerful Avengers, have in common? Their eyes glow. Boom. That's it. That's why I like Acapella. The movie obviously made spin-off Marvel and DC characters though. Quickest summary of the plot, the heroics, see picture above with all the people in it, are kidnapped by aliens trying to take over the planet. All of their kids are taking into heroics headquarters to be kept safe, but they put together that aliens are going to be attacking them soon. So they leave, train and practice with their powers and eventually find their way onto the big spaceship to free their parents. Finally, they've run out of time and a bunch of aliens are about to come out and take over the world. Only it's their parents and it's actually a takeover of power. Pretty much the old generation handing over the mantle to the new generation. Pathetic.
The next answer is from Alex Robinson.
There are certain movie posters that carry an air of suckitude. No, that isn't a word. But guess what? It's very applicable. These posters aren't even necessarily bad. They have a point. They convey what the film is going to be like. Which luckily means they tell you exactly how terrible it will be. I want to look at the hilariously incompetent poster for one of my most anticipated movies of this month, which will certainly be a new staple of so bad it's good comedy. Yes, behold the Kissing Booth 2 in all its glory. Behold the worst, most cliched poster ever in all its glory. Any movie poster that has an inexplicable bright light giving the picture a colorful tint is going to be cheesy and stupid. Any movie character who is smirking at the camera in the front and center of a poster is going to be a basic, unlikable teenage type. Any male character who stands right next to the female with a symbol of masculinity, like a motorcycle, is always going to be a caricature of a bad boy love interest. Any movie poster which feels the need to cram every single main character into the frame will definitely have loads of stereotypical anti-characters populating the film. Any colorful building, place in the background means that the movie will have a brain-melting, head-bangingly stupid climax at that place. And, just as a little bonus, the title, vibrant colors, boisterous font, some random symbol replacing letters, and a 2 representing a sequel ensures terribleness. When you are judging how good a movie may be, do a simple test. Ask yourself how similar the film's poster is to that of the Kissing Booth 2.
We can continue with Bill Hanrahan's answer. When it is absolutely loaded with A-list stars. That is a sure sign to me that it is likely shoddily plotted and directed, relying instead on star power to pull people in rather than on good writing and directing. If this guy had anything to do with it, that is Michael Bay, who has had a hand in making more blockbuster garbage than anyone currently working in Hollywood. What do you think? We will continue with Loic Cardenas's answer.
January. Yepers, a January release date is an almost sure sign that a movie will suck. January releases are by far the worsts of all year. You get the most cliched and predictable horrors films, soulless and dull action films, extremely bad comedies, all of it will most likely release on January. Talk about starting a new year getting the trash out of the way lol. This year alone we got the masterpieces like The Grudge, Like a Boss, Doolittle, and The Rhythm Section to name just a few. Don't believe me yet? Let's look at the highlights of some more years. January 2019, January 2018, January 2017, and it goes on and on. Now you may ask yourself why this norm of January releases. Well, there's several reasons. The first one is that January is the time of the year movie studios release the projects they have little to no faith in. Think of it like a dumping ground of films that aren't big enough to be summer blockbusters or critically acclaimed fall films. Or just movies that test audiences never liked. I mean, if you have other blockbuster films scheduled to release later, why draw possible revenue from a big, more expensive project? The second reason is to take advantage of the Academy Awards and the general hype they generate surrounding cinema and whatnot. Might as well get some cash that reduces the losers you're inevitable going to get. The funny thing is that this applies to straight-to-video releases on platforms like Netflix. It's like executives can't help themselves. I do have to note that with everything in life, it's not 100% certain. A lot of times January release are of films that studios don't know what to do with the film years after it was made. Take Underwater for example. It was originally made in 2017 and was not released until January of this year. Now comparing it to the other releases of January, Underwater it is pretty decent, too much for it being a January release. There are also the notable exceptions, Paddington 2 or Leave No Trace for example, and many more, but they remained relative rare cases. But in the end, bad films definitely outweigh the good ones, and for that January releases have become infamous for being particularly bad.
This is the end of the video. Thank you for staying until the end. Remember to subscribe if you like the video. The likes also help a lot for referencing. You know what you have to do. We are coming to the end of this video. You can continue the debate on this question in the comments with the community. See you soon.